to listen to Screw, right? First I pour lean, I had to use up 2 Sprites. I swear I drove like all night under that Houston Star Lazy. Rest in peace to the pimp and Big Mo, the ball, baby. The ball, baby. I'ma show you how to twerk the weed. I'ma show you how to twerk the weed. Chrome on your feet, pipes, chrome grease. Swing, cop the wheel, hold my drink, don't speed. Damn. I'ma show you how to twerk the weed. I'ma show you how to twerk the weed. I'ma show you how to twerk the weed.
Yo. Yeah. All right, we good. Yo. Oh, y'all ready?
Yep.
You good? Everybody good? All right, yo. Sneakerheads podcast. George, Greg, 2 Ryans back in the building. Hey. As you can see, we got old Ryan back, new Ryan back today. Welcome.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
you coming on. I don't even know where to go with this. Welcome to the show.
Forgot what happened.
Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Spending time with us. I know you just here for a quick, short time, but, you know, giving us an hour and a half. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Shoot, everybody good? Everybody weekend's good? Everybody all right?
Great.
I'm good.
Y'all good?
Shout out to Polos and J's Red Cup action.
Yeah, okay. Knock yourself out. Pickups? Anything else?
Hey, let Simple start since he probably has 900 items.
Pickups.
Yeah.
JTH's. Bio Beige. 2 pairs.
27 pairs.
Nigel Jordan 1s. What else I bought? I bought a lot of stuff.
Get them from the app.
Fucking a while. No, I got them from SNS. Raffle.
Dang, wow, you're winning raffles.
Super lit, bro. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. I bought a bunch of those Zoom flies on Finish Line for $64 each.
What are Zoom flies?
Those Zoom Fly SPs. Those like see-through ones. I sent you the picture of them all.
It was the first translucent one, and there's an off-white version of them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
They look like those green and yellow ones. Green, yellow, and white ones.
That's it?
I mean, no. I bought like probably 40 pairs of shoes since it was last year. I just can't think of them all right now.
Name them.
Went crazy on eBay, bro. What else I bought?
Using
What else I
everybody's
buy?
eBay account.
I bought a lot of stuff. What else I buy? I bought a lot of stuff.
I bought literally every single Continental 80 Adidas that there is. So,
Someone needs to explain themselves.
I'm not explaining myself. I already told you why. I haven't wore an Adidas item yet. All right. But conversations.
I hope you got them all under retail.
Some conversations over the weekend. I mean, it's mainly like, you know, people I kick it with, they all work for, is it working now? Yep. They all work for, like, alcohol companies. So, them, you know, they have, like, God dang, is this working? Hello?
No.
Yeah.
They, like,
Say hello like it's a
we had, like, you know, a lot of them were talking about the whole Kaepernick situation and all that, and they were saying, like, these hard stands and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? They were like, we can't take these type of hard stands where we work because DUIs, working for a company that distributes, working for a company that distributes alcohol and then having some hand technically in probably the second most ways people die in the United States of America, they're like, blood on our hands as well. So made me think about what do I do for a living.
Look at you, the brand new man.
No, it's not brand new man. It's more of like, and first of all, I thought that just in general because I'd have to not wear a lot of stuff. Like I'd have to wear nothing if I felt that strongly about stuff.
You could be an ASU fan again.
Now, am I gonna wear Kanye stuff anymore? Probably not. Like that's a lot easier to give up than I thought it would be. You know, I don't have a single pair of Adidas anymore except everything I bought now. Like so, I got about 13. I bought like every Continental. I bought 2 yellows, 2 snakeskins, 2 each of snakeskins, some else and some else, some statics again,
Wildin',
some cream ultra boost, something. So I'm back. But like I said, I would have to quit my job if I felt that strongly about it, considering how strongly I feel about the situation with Kaepernick. So I'm not gonna do that. So I'm not gonna hold that against Adidas. Now I'm gonna hold it against Kanye for as long as I want to. But so
Pause.
It is what it is.
Wildin'.
That's what it is. And then I
Is
bought,
your mic on?
I hope so. Let's see.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
Okay.
And then I bought
The green bar is raising.
So I bought all the
Bars. You got
Continentals.
bars.
We listened to Eminem in the car on the way here. It's one of the worst albums
That
I've ever heard
album
in my
is
entire life.
100% trash.
But in
Garbage.
like 19,
Makes me ashamed to be Caucasian.
Like 1999. Like 1999 it probably would have been dope.
It's one of the worst I ever heard. That
you gotta have a monster
Stepping
hat
Stone.
like that.
That Stepping Stone might be the trashiest song I've ever heard in my entire life. Have you heard it?
No.
Good. Don't.
You have to wear a No Fear shirt and a Monster Energy hat and one shorts, and then it'd be dope.
Does No Fear still exist?
I hope so.
I
for
put
the
on
people.
Eminem in the car with my kids for about 30 seconds, and I realized I was being a horrible father, so I didn't listen to
A
that
bad
one.
parent.
I mean, you
Not
can't
good.
understand what he's saying anymore, so like it doesn't really matter. He's just rhyming too fast.
It's just played out. Well, it was nonsense. So that's about it. All Continentals. I bought like a couple Air Max 97s. I bought a Vapor Max.
Rich.
I got kind of a lot of stuff. I was sick for like a weekend, so I just lost my mind.
Rich.
That's it.
Caught a bunch of Travis Scotts. Got like 3 pairs of Travis Scotts. I got scammed on a pair of Travis Scotts.
You about the blue one?
Yeah. I got scammed. Craigslist.
Bro, you
Offer
don't
up scam.
You don't need multiples of stuff like that. No?
Why are you buying sneakers on Craigslist?
I don't know, bro.
How are you
I needed them.
scammed
Bro.
on Craigslist.
Well,
not right.
So I went out to do the meetup, and I was texting with a certain person whose name shall not be mentioned.
He was the one that did it.
Nah, and I was like sending him pictures. I was like, "These look goofy, bro. Like, I don't think they're real." He's like, "Dude, 100% they're real." I was like,
Oh, someone else sent you out there, basically.
"No." Well, I went to pick them up, and I was like, "They don't look right."
Yeah,
so
but on
I was,
recommendation of someone else.
I was. What's the word I'm looking for? When you double check
Legit check.
with somebody else, an outside third party source.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Corroborating.
Collab? Is that what
I was
you're
collabing.
I don't know where you going with this.
And he's like, "Bro, they're 100% real." And I was like, "I don't fuck. They look funky mean." He's like, "Dude, all the pairs are fucked up. They're all like trash. Like they're good. Trust me." Blah blah blah. A couple days go by, I'm like, "Dude, I really don't think these are fucking real." I paid like $280 for them.
Did you compare to the other real
I
ones?
didn't have any real ones yet. The first pair.
How much was retail on them?
$250.
Oh, that was
Oh,
the first one you were
220?
trying to buy.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was
So then-
after you already had 3.
So this person whose name shall not be mentioned was like, "Bruh, I'm so certain that they're real that if they're not, I'll give you the money for them." Okay.
Man, that's a nice guarantee.
Well, you know where that guarantee went when they found out they weren't real? The fucking
Out
window.
the window, like that gift that he has saved.
Like out the fucking window.
The
You
what?
got that gift saved permanently in your phone. That
Which
man
one?
jumping out the window.
Right, because that gift is funny.
So I called the dude, met him back up, tried to freaking take his Yeezys from him. That didn't go so well. Called the cops. Cops didn't do shit, so I'm out $280. But I got 3 other pairs.
Cops on an offer up deal.
What?
That's not a crime. Huh?
Bro, he's a scam artist.
It's not a crime.
I got his address. Whatever.
That's
It's
a
not-
civil matter.
Because
It's a
like
civil
it
matter.
actually was a transaction kind of thing? Or?
Because it's just petty. It's a civil matter. You could sue him. Like it's not a.
Yeah.
That's like if you go and be
Small
like,
claims
yo,
court.
yeah, like hey man,
But-
your motorcycle.
But if I met up with him and stole a pair of shoes from him, then I would get in trouble for robbery?
Yeah, that's robbery.
Well, that's dumb. It's fine. He robbed me.
Not necessarily. Like you agreed to it. Like it was a
hate him.
mutual
I
agreement.
hate him. I hate him. If you're out there, if you're watching.
I hate him, he said.
But how did the other dude determine that they were real or not? Just off the pictures?
Yes.
Oh, I thought like he knew the guy or saw him
No.
or something. Oh shoot, nah, not off Craigslist.
But I got 3 other pairs. Ended up getting
Are
one
they
pair for
Craigslist
retail.
certified?
Huh?
Craigslist certified pairs?
What's it?
I'm just messing with you.
I'm like,
pairs.
I'm like, yo, is that real now? I'm like, it must got tang tags on them.
Yeah, it comes with a C.
Somebody else started doing that thing that I don't remember what I saw the other day or whatever, but how they were faking the tags on.
Dock it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some company now is I don't remember what it was, but they're doing it to where like you have to scan it to make sure
Yeah.
it's real, and if it's not, it won't scan. And there's no way to fake those tags anymore.
Oh, so you scan with your phone like that, whatever that thing is.
Like
Oh,
reader or whatever. Yes.
oh, that's probably how it should have been the first time. But I
Yeah.
guess that's
I don't know
smart.
why not.
Yep.
I be seeing cats wearing the tag on the shoes. I had never seen anybody wearing a StockX tag.
You gotta
on
send
the
them back
shoe
sometimes,
before.
bro. Clean them up.
Them joints are.
You say they're leaving it on there while they're wearing it.
Yeah.
Because they probably wear it and they probably send it back and be like, yo, this shit was worn. How to get through. They get their money back. Flex. It's all about the IG flex.
What you call it forces you to cut the thing off, or like if you cut it off, you can't return
Circumcision?
That's one way to come back to the show.
What off?
The tag. What's the one in New York? Not Flight Club, but the other one.
Stadium goods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
when you buy some from them, like one of those eBay sales, I cop some from them for cheap. But they send it with a tag on it too, and it says if you cut this off, you can't return it. So I didn't even know you could return it to Stadium Goods, but
What you caught? Swang.
Big list for me this week, so I'll kind of give the highlights.
notes,
That's
the
what
notes
made
pad.
I took notes on it.
PDF.
So got Mars Yard 2.0s, which is a big cop for me this week.
Well, you got what?
Mars Yards.
Oh, Mars Yards.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Air Max Light OGs. So I'm trying to get all the Air Maxes from the 80s and 90s. So I got Air Max Light OGs, Air Tune Max, which is what looks like the Skepta 97s,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're
yeah.
from 99.
Wait, that pair that you
I pushed them yesterday on my stories.
were they really beat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
They're
yeah,
the OGs from
Yeah,
99.
yeah. I
they're
have a
beat
blue
as hell.
pair.
OG.
You building a museum?
I just wanted to. I like to collect stuff. Gel Iparus OGs from '87. Neptunes, Ronnie Feig. The Lily Brown ASIC Sagas.
I mean,
And
you bought this much stuff
yeah,
like over the weekend?
He's rich.
in the last week.
I know, it's-
Now I had to sell some stuff to get it, but I found some good stuff I've been looking for. So
Oh, you sell? I was gonna ask if you sell.
yeah. Oh, I keep my collection at the same size, so I don't ever grow my collection. If I buy something, I sell something.
How many pairs you got?
120. Max.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. I always see you try to sell stuff online, but you always try, every time I look, you always trying to get rid of them Cat 4s. Nobody copying them Cat 4s. I sent them to him. I said, bro, you might as well go back and buy them. He won't even buy them. Cat 4s are underrated.
Cat 4s are underrated.
I haven't even worn the white cement 3 or 4s that I have. I mean, I'm
They're
definitely
DS?
not, yes.
Oh my gosh, you couldn't wait to get them.
You might as well stock up them.
Yeah, you might as well.
Cop a used pair.
No, sir.
Cop a used pair.
For what? I already paid retail for that one. I might as well just wear it.
Yeah, but you could sell it for like 4. Cop a used pair for 2. Came up.
Too much work.
You
Pay off some of that wedding debt.
I know you're not talking about too much work when you refuse to sell places at all.
What are you talking about? I only don't sell on GOAT. I sell on StockX regularly.
You're literally the person known for complaining about how hard transactions are on every website.
You're the
I don't wanna
person-
Sell it.
You
I don't
might
want to
be
sell at
joking.
Fight Club. I don't want to sell here. I don't like waiting for my money. What are you talking about?
I'm
Yeah.
not mailing something to a store that could sit in my closet for months. You have no problem sending something all the way to California to sit there for a year.
You
I
absolutely
don't
right.
want to do that. I'd rather sell on
So
StockX.
again, that makes it me the person who sells easier.
Yes, that's true.
Does he like to ever sell?
How many pairs of SBs have you gotten rid of since I was last year?
0.
Okay.
He got rid of one.
you
California Lows.
Nah, I sold quite a few of them.
You don't sell it 2?
Nah, Statue of Liberties are gone. Cali Lows are gone.
And that's it.
No, Diamond Supply
Don't like
Highs
to
are
sell.
gone.
I would sell all your stuff for you.
Yeah, you would sell it for $10 each.
No, I would take your stuff, drive across town to my side of town, and sell it for you because you didn't want to.
Yeah, for $10 each, which I don't want to do. I can sell it all right now if I wanted to take no money for it.
What are you talking about?
How much you give for California
Who's
Lows?
copying
He got
SBs right now?
$225.
Please
For
tell-
California Lows?
California
Yeah,
Lows,
Warren.
$225.
Oh, those usually used to be like 600.
Like once or twice.
Well, you think that's not enough?
Didn't those Cali Lows used to be like 6?
Yeah, they used to be high, but I
That's the
thought
point I'm making.
225 is
No,
high.
We don't buy SBs anymore.
What
got
about
any
Statue of
SBs?
Liberties?
No.
Oh,
200 or something like that.
Yeah,
People
Ferris
don't
Bueller's.
buy SBs anymore.
I need some Ferris Bueller's.
So
I have Ferris Bueller's.
you probably could get a pair right now for $7 somewhere.
7?
You look hard enough. People selling SBs for
Bruh, somebody else for $7. Hit me up.
prices.
Ferris Bueller's are on eBay for super cheap. Man.
Yes.
Shoot.
That's what I'm going to do from
What
now
do you do
on.
jersey numbers?
I didn't-
20. What episode?
24.
Kobe Bryant.
124.
Charles,
Manny Ramirez.
Charles Woodson.
Another Raider.
Yeah, Raiders.
Beast mode.
Oh, yeah, it's 24.
He's probably known better for being a Packer. That's when he won NFL Defensive Player of the Year. So
Who's your guy? Jeff Gordon, 24.
Jeff Gordon is my guy. Yeah. Don't you roll your eyes? He's a legend.
All right.
Don't act like he's not a legend.
Manny
You
Ramirez.
thought Dak Prescott was a legend too after this first season.
That's
we
not
see what happened
true.
to him.
All right.
You did.
No, I thought the
I
Cowboys.
seen lots of tweets where like Tony Romo was walking in the tunnel and people hanging like Dak Prescott jerseys at him like that, teasing him. Oh, Dak Prescott already done.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Phoenix Sun,
Antonio McDyess.
Tom Chambers.
Oh, well, both of them.
I haven't heard that name about 10 years.
Both of
Shout
them
out
were 24.
Antonio McDyess.
Ty Law.
That's a good one.
Bill Bradley.
There's been a lot of
Rick
good corners
Barry.
and
Rick
DBs.
I know the
Barry.
NBA ones.
Dang, he got all of them. You must have wrote that down too.
No, I don't have those written down. I just know NBA jerseys.
You a Cowboys fan?
No.
Oh, what are you, a Texans fan? You're
I'm
Texas, right?
NBA only.
Oh, really?
yeah, I'm not that into NFL. I mean, I watch all the games and stuff, but
Everson Walls.
You don't know who that is, man. What you doing? Over there.
He's a Cowboy. Barry Bonds Sr.
yeah. No, I thought
Barry Bonds.
was
He was 24,
Yeah.
I
I thought he was 25.
No.
Oh, he was 25.
Are you sure? No,
He
Barry
was.
Bonds.
Barry Bonds was 25.
Is he?
Yeah, he was.
He may have changed his number when he went from Pittsburgh to San Francisco, though.
Yeah.
King Griffey
I don't
Jr.
remember.
Senior might have been 24 too at one point. Shoot. Talking about Kaepernick Nike.
I guess you don't want me to do my pickups, or
Nah.
Go ahead. I never know with you. You never
okay.
know what you got.
Sounds good.
What you got? If you say nothing, I want to throw this camera at you.
Nothing. No, I'm just kidding. Packer NMDs. Pulled them out of the box. Might just resell them again right back. I don't know. I'm undecided on them.
The red,
Packer
red,
NMD.
blue, like kind of bright colors, right?
Yeah, the Prime Knit. It was like one of the first NMDs that came out.
Are you talking about that one that was like kind of looked like the Renarts too? Renarts.
That one? Like from a long time ago?
That blue.
Like from a couple years
Yeah,
ago?
the first
That's
original.
blue?
Those
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
Why'd you buy those?
No, they don't suck.
How much you buy it for?
280.
Why?
God dang!
Why'd you do that?
You went back to buy that?
What the hell?
280?
What's wrong with you?
You good luck finding a pair for that cheap.
I mean, I didn't know you wanted them that bad.
I mean, they used to be $12.
I couldn't get you. I can't get you
You're
to buy.
thinking of the wrong shoe, apparently. Go look on StockX and look and see what the prices are.
I can't get you to buy anything, and that's the one you like. Pull the
280
trigger
for
on.
that?
What else
280?
280 am I going to find? You can't find Gundams for 280. You can't find
You were looking for these things.
the stuff that we've talked about forever on the show. You can't find for that price.
Oh, I never heard you talk about Packers. That's only been
Me neither.
9-10 weeks.
Yes, I have.
And not one time. In fact, I think I said they were
Literally
you said
been
they were
in my
trash.
watch list on StockX and GOAT for like since they came out. Yes.
Fam.
Yes.
I mean, I know if you'd have
Talked
said
about
like
them multiple times. Feel free to go back and watch any of like Adidas or episodes we did. I don't know if we ever did an NMD episode or Adidas or whatever. Yes, on my list.
Guarantee
You know,
it wasn't.
I would almost guarantee.
I'm
that
shocked.
wasn't.
Feel free to go back and look.
What else? You
I'm
got?
on Manure.
What?
Those were always.
I have both of those. And I get both of them under retail.
What else you got?
Whatever Soul Specific hooked it up.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what it
What
was.
are you talking about?
Took care of me on from I don't know what it was.
What are you talking
What are they? GoPros? What are they called? Pure Boost Go or whatever.
Pure
Yeah.
Boost? What are you talking about?
Pure Boost Go for half price.
I don't know.
What's
what
a Pure
those
Boost
are.
Go?
The newest Pure Boost that came out.
It's the purest Pure Boost.
I have no idea. I haven't got it yet.
It's like powder.
When it comes in the mail, I'll put it on my foot and find out if it's the purest Pure
Who-
Boost.
and
It's so
gave you
pure, John Jones will snort it.
Ric Flair, dude.
Oh, you bought. Oh, okay. So you didn't get them statics then, the NMDs.
They didn't have my size in the ones that I wanted.
Oh, you got these things.
Those suck.
They don't suck, but you can grab
Those?
them.
mean-
You got those?
50% off. Yes, I mean,
They were giving them away a few weeks ago.
who's giving them away for $60? No, they're not. Good luck finding a pair of those for $60.
Oh, it comes out this week.
Suck.
$60.
Did anybody buy Skepta?
Yeezys.
I did not buy
350s.
Skeptas.
Did
No.
you guys try to buy Skepta?
Nope.
What is a skeptic?
That's the.
Oh, that thing? Oh,
98.
I didn't try that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking those are kind of fire. Huh?
Yeah, I like them.
I do too. Like I think they're not too bad. Like,
With like the static signal on them?
Yeah.
yeah.
No. Yeezy 350s come out this week.
I did
Copping
the end
2.
raffle for those, but that was it. I didn't try to cop.
I'm copping 2.
Of what?
The Yeezys this weekend.
Don't you
350s.
already got two of those?
I sold one. I sold the size 6
Which
and a half.
one's this weekend?
350s.
I know which three.
Oh, not 350s, 700s.
Oh,
700
700.
Wave Runners.
Yeah.
Coppin' two.
I'm trying to get those, but I'm kind of indifferent.
Coppin 2. I'm copping 2.
The shape's good.
Might, but I doubt it.
I got 1.9.5.
Give
You
away.
just said 10 minutes ago that you're never wearing Yeezy.
I just
You
said-
forgave him?
I just said give away. I said to give away. Like my brain
forgiving?
just give them to somebody.
You forgiving Yeezy? For free? Like
yeah.
a charity?
Maybe.
You can't write that off in your taxes.
It
I'll
doesn't
double check
matter.
your tax return and make sure I'll call the IRS.
I'll probably give them away to somebody or do something, trade them or something.
You're not gonna be you shouldn't buy them to trade because they're gonna be worthless.
Somebody will give me something. Well, there's tons of them coming out, aren't they? Ain't the white ones coming out this week too?
29th.
Oh, and ain't they like just sign
Million
up and you
pairs.
get a pair?
Yeah.
Good
I'm
for
getting
them.
those. I'm gonna try to get those for my kids. Dye 'em.
Acronyms.
Do
Yeah, see, that's what I said. Everybody should, whoever likes those, should get a
Yep.
pair and
First
dye
of
'em and do
all,
something like that.
That Lapstone Nike
Oh, that hoodie's
Coral
fire,
Reef
though.
Coral Reef collection, fire.
Is that just theirs or is that a Nike thing?
Just theirs.
Them joints are
wow.
fire.
Fire.
They're like
Sold
these
out.
Hoodies. Oh, so they sold out?
Super mad that I didn't hit rack up to hold me a pair.
which silhouette?
Huh? The one that I sent you the pictures of. That you said are for people under legal drinking age.
Them joints are clean. It look like vomit, but them joints are fire. Man.
That's a good description.
Yeah,
Look
them
like
jo-
vomit.
And
but they're fine.
they send
The
those
most colorful
tie-dye
vomit ever.
hoodies. Them joints are clean. What else goes with the acronyms, right?
Acronyms.
Press
Oh,
those.
yeah.
I don't
And then
know.
the React Undercover, but that's a couple weeks away.
Oh, I thought that was this week.
those.
Oh, okay. I'm definitely gonna try for
I
a
think
pair
there's
of acronyms.
one this week, and then next week's the big lot of them.
Any of you got the other acronyms?
I got. Oh no.
This says that they're coming out.
I got
this
Vapor
weekend.
Max.
Yeah, everyone says the reaction's supposed to come out this week.
13th?
Oh, maybe it's all right. Yeah, this is.
Oh.
Weekend. All right.
That's Friday.
I
That's
couldn't
Thursday. That's Thursday.
I got both of the OGs on those. I definitely like the green pair, but I like those. All right.
You pay retail or you have to pay?
No, I paid, but I bought. So what I've kind of found out in some cases, like if you buy before the release, if you know they're going to go up, sometimes you'll find that they're cheaper, and I end up getting them like $50 over retail, which is not a great deal, but it's better than where they're at now in resale.
$50 is always a great deal over retail to me. Even if that means me getting in my car.
Yeah, so I got both of the original React 87s on StockX, but like before they released.
Oh, okay.
And, gifted people that were just selling them on StockX kind of thing.
Dang. I know. Let's see now. If you would have bought those this weekend,
It would have been fine.
that would have made more sense.
Those are $400. I'm not paying for
I
them.
know, but even $280, I'm like
And if you've seen the resale on these new pairs, they're like $600 to $800.
$280 for what?
on the covers.
You're not
Yeah.
getting those for $280. That's my point.
Yeah.
$400.
But you wasted 280.
Yeah, I look at.
You didn't even
that.
wear boots.
Yes, I do.
This is the one you're talking about. That
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
Why?
Packer.
Why didn't you get the other one?
What is the other one? What are you
The
guys
Ruvillas.
talking about?
Oh, Ruvilla. Is that what it is? Or Renard?
is the
Ruvillas.
Those suck,
Look
and
the
it's not
same.
a PK. No,
They
it's
look
not.
the same.
Not the
Bruh.
same at all.
It's the
I do
same.
not like seeing people toe prints, bruh. Look, you can see his entire anatomy. Like his.
Bruh.
The
That's
next-
like when somebody wears mesh shorts and no underwear. You can see
Okay.
All right.
their wiener.
You,
That's
have
what that
more,
looks
you
like.
have more toe shoes than anybody, so that's number one. You just bought 10 pairs of toe shoes. Yes. All those fly boots. What did he say he bought?
Vapor
Fly
flies.
boots?
No, you
What'd
can
he
see my
say?
socks, not my toes.
Yeah, toe shoes.
You can see my socks, not my toes.
I'm not talking about see-through stuff. I'm just talking about when you move your feet, you can see your toes in all these shoes that come out these days.
I think them Jordan 18s come out this week too. Them like
Stop it.
blue, orange,
the next
yellows.
cheapest pair on GOAT is $395. If I want to turn around and sell it and get my money back instantly, I can.
I don't think it'd be instant. I think that might be like someone offered. Is Go instant?
What are you talking about?
Like if someone I never sold them or bought them. So I bought one time.
Exact
Go.
same
Or
as stock.
StockX.
Well, StockX, I've like clicked the thing like, yeah, I'm selling these, and it's like,
Oh, that's
well,
fraud. That's why.
Oh, and then it like bumps you to the
If someone
next.
has an offer and you click it and you
Yeah, it goes
get
away.
a sale immediately.
Oh, really?
It's because they didn't have a correct payment source.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't have
We
a
only
credit
sell on
card or
StockX.
I never knew that.
whatever. StockX has more fraud than GOAT these days. I don't mess with StockX.
Stop it.
I got a lot of Supreme stuff on StockX right now, and nobody
Why do
wants
you
it.
have Supreme?
No one else.
You've never told us you bought a Supreme thing ever in your whole
No
life.
one else.
George,
No one else has that.
I got Supreme stuff.
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
You never in life have ever said you
100,000% fact.
You've never said you ever caught this.
He copped a sweater for me for Oscar. That's all I know.
Yeah, I bought that, but that Oscar has that.
that green one.
Yeah, obviously. Nah, black.
No, I bought a lot of stuff on Supreme. I had a closet full of like stuff that was just sitting on the shelf from Supreme. I'm like, man, I don't do with this. I was gonna take it to like AZ Threads or something locally, but heard they not the same right now.
Dang.
That's facts. Well, I heard
wrong
they
with
got
them?
rid of their front man.
Oh, they're back, man.
Hey, pause.
Adidas or Nike Kaepernick. Anybody?
Oh, actually,
What do you
might as
feel?
well pull up that. You guys start. I'm gonna pull up that tweet that I saw.
So I got
Swanger.
thoughts to start.
Let
So-
me talk to you first. I'm not looking at it.
Yeah, I've been I watch a lot of the sneaker shows. Been thinking about this topic because it's come up a bunch. Here's what I struggle with on this topic. So when I look at just the Nike situation, to me, I want to support it because I tend to agree with the right to express your perspective on how you feel. Here's where the question was, how do we feel about companies supporting political stances?
Oh
right?
yeah.
So the question I get is, I've seen other companies go in the opposite direction where I don't necessarily agree, right? Where they may support causes that I don't necessarily align with as much.
Under Armour.
Perhaps. When I wear my New Balances, trust me, people remind me of some New Balance stances. And so, to me, there's kind of two parts to it. On one part is, to me, when I look at Nike's stance, I think they're supporting the right to express your beliefs, and they're around, and, behind supporting supporting a minority perspective potentially, right? I'm all about that. I don't know that I necessarily love companies supporting political sides because of the other side. It's not because, like, on the Cap situation, I'm supportive. But, do I want companies supporting both? The other side is where I start to see where people take what Nike intended, and I feel like then they turned it into, Nike supports all of these interpretations of what Cap stands for, which isn't necessarily what the Cap movement stands for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So here's my problem with it, and it's always my problem with it ever since Kaepernick first knelt. When Kaepernick first knelt, he had a Nike contract. And Nike shunned him, and players shunned him, and the media shunned him until it was a fucking year later, and then it was cool to kneel, and then everybody's like, oh, why isn't this guy in the NFL? All these dudes that shit on him for doing it in the first place, for starting the movement, for starting the trend, including Nike.
I don't know. I can't remember what Nike's stance. I don't remember.
He was signed to Nike when he first started stealing. He was a Nike athlete.
According to them, they said they never stopped paying
Yeah,
him.
he's been signed the whole time. They
That's
didn't
what
talk
they said.
about it, but he's been signed the whole
So
time.
I guess my question is like, why wasn't Nike and like all these people running to like his side when he was being shunned by everybody else, when he was being benched in the NFL? Like, even guys like Ray Lewis would like trash talk or talk trash about him, about
LaShawn McCoy.
LaShawn McCoy, like, oh, he's a distraction. Oh, he's a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. And then everybody starts kneeling and they're like, oh, he's a, this public figure now, and he's this godsend. And okay, well, you didn't think that of him when nobody else, when it was only him by himself doing it, all you did was shit on him. Now that everybody else wants to join the cause, now you look at him as like a messiah. Like, that's why I think it's fucking stupid.
I do think it was smart that for Nike to support this cause. I do like it. Like, for me, from a brand affinity perspective, I like that they're backing him. So, while maybe I think through this too much, and I'm like looking at both sides of the issue, I think ultimately, when it comes to just Nike and Cap, I'm good. I support it. I just don't know if I would like it if it was the opposite and I didn't support the issue.
I don't understand why everybody associates America with law enforcement and military. I've just never understood that. Like,
Well, it's because pretty
this-
much any industry you can think of supports the military in general. Think about why there is a national anthem to begin with before sporting events. Every single sport is, in whatever term you want to use, in bed or whatever, with the military complex. It is what it is.
Yeah.
They fly the flag. They do the anthem. They do the commercials. When they sell
no.
the beer.
That's
it's
not what I
all-
said. I said I don't understand why people associate America with military and police.
I understand that, but I'm saying
Because that's what the media fucking puts out there.
in terms of sports, that the connection
I know that.
they're together. So I mean that's what it is. I don't think people who don't watch, people like your normal housewife who doesn't care about the NFL was never affected by this to begin with. So while they may be on one side or the other, they're not going to waste their time talking about it because they don't watch the NFL anyways. The only people who care are the ones who are like boycotting for one reason or the other. You know what I mean?
And I mean, like I'm saying, like there's over 4,000 other countries in this entire world. Like they all have law enforcement to some, maybe some even armed forces to some extent. I don't associate America with military or law enforcement, period. Like I don't understand. I don't get, but
the military and sports do. That's why I'm saying that's why. You may not think that way, but they force it down everyone's throat by having the anthem to begin with.
No, I don't associate the anthem with the military. Like it's the anthem, it's the military. There's law enforcement. Like just because the military marches out there when they sing it, that doesn't have nothing to do with anything. People are just missing the point just entirely.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And my thing is that, like I said with Dak Prescott, I don't care what people think or feel. You just don't gotta speak against it. You don't gotta speak for it, and you ain't gotta speak against it. You know what? I'm not for it, but you ain't gotta like lose your mind against it. Like, that's my thing. Jerry Jones, he has the right to tell his team, hey, man, you do this, you're not playing my team. Man, you go behind closed doors, you tell them that. I'm the owner. I respect that. I get it. But you ain't got to go in public and say, I told my players what to do. You ain't got to do. These are grown men we're talking about here. Kaepernick and Nike, look, I can see, obviously, they're smart. Like, if nobody thought Nike put together a marketing plan and said, like, people are going to destroy, set stuff on fire and cut socks and do that, they're fools, all right? They said that, now I don't know how true it is, but they said online sales went up 31% in Nike. Like,
all sales in general, not just online. So that was what I was looking up. So over the same period last year, sales are up 17%. This year, they're up 31%. So the gain that Nike made is obvious. Now, that's not all profit because things cost more this year than they cost last year. It's just, you know how the world works. But there definitely is an effect from putting that campaign out. There's no doubt about it.
I don't, in the definition of hero, like hero to me is just doing something against the grain in general. I seen this thing online, they were like, you know, Pat Tillman's a hero. Yeah, Pat Tillman is a hero, but also that guy and also that guy and also that guy. Like,
there's different levels, right?
Yeah.
So, in your definition of a hero, Kanye West is a hero.
And how was that?
Because he went against the grain.
Went against what grain?
The wood grain.
Kanye West is a sad excuse for,
I mean, by your definition,
everything.
though, Kanye West.
No, he didn't. You're going against the grain by saying law enforcement shouldn't kill African Americans. That's not against the grain. That's like, you're not supposed to do that. Like, for no reason. Like, reasons? Or firearms? Guns,
So going with the grain.
But if you're saying, hey, man, if you're fighting against that, you're like, oh, not that big of a deal type thing. Like, that's the thing. Pat Tillman, I'm not saying he's not a hero, but I don't praise him over other military people. Him leaving his family and NFL career versus the regular old man who left his family and did the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing to me.
I mean, it's a little bit the same. It's a little bit different. It is a little bit different. Because I do feel like more people than not go into the military because they have no other option. Yeah. Because they want, you know, like the funding for college after, like so to leave a multi-million-dollar contract on the table to go to the military, I do feel is different than graduating high school. Like, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with my life. Like, I'm gonna join the Navy. I'm gonna join the Air Force. I think
there's an easier way. Just they all did something admirable. Like
they all have done something, and I'm not trying to take away from the fact that they did that. Being in the military is not.
It's a harder decision to make when you are leaving
multi-millions dollars,
$10 million versus $50,000.
Yes,
much harder decision.
I think it's different.
The biggest problem with I agree with what you said, Ryan. By the way, and I'll go back to that in a second. But what I want to say first is everyone who talks about Pat Tillman, by the way, and people who've done things like Pat Tillman's done are speaking on something they have no idea about. By the way, his family has 100% told his story and how he felt personally, and then everyone takes it and runs their own version of it. So it's a bad example in general because, and you can pick whatever side of the aisle you want, these people who argue about it on MSNBC or Fox News or CNN or whatever have no idea. They don't know Pat. They never met Pat Tillman personally.
No.
If anyone's going to speak, his brother's going to speak, or brothers, and that should be the end of it. You
Yes.
don't need to politicize something that's not. You can't politicize. Yeah. So.
Yeah, there's no need to put words in his mouth. Like,
Yeah, I mean, we know what Pat Tillman stood for. He disagreed completely with what was going on, but he felt
terrorism.
there was a need to go join the military. I respect his decision 100%. 100%. His brother spoke about it, why certain people like to politicize what he's doing and use it as like Pat Tillman would stand for the flag. I think it's pretty clear what Pat Tillman believed. If you choose to deny what he believed in, that's on you. Again,
I don't think nobody denying what Pat Tillman believed in.
everyone who talks about it politically is denying what he believes in.
Well, I think
I don't think everybody's denying. I think everybody's making up what they think he believed in for their own agenda.
Exactly, but on
That's
the
what they're doing.
first side, you're denying what he stood for. Pat Tillman would be the last person to go on Fox News. I'll just say that. That should clear up whatever is confusing about the entire situation.
It's not different than the Nike thing to me, where people, now we all have a way to communicate, internet, and so we take everything we consume and turn it into our own interpretation and say that's what it means. And so that's why you have controversies over things like this, because everybody turns it into their own perspective. Whereas to me, the Nike campaign's around like standing up for things you believe in. To someone else, it's about anti-military for somebody. For someone else, it's about anti-police. Right. So that's the challenge with the internet world, is that these things can mean a lot of different things.
The most important part of what he said that I agree with is Nike. I don't think Nike is being political in that sense.
I don't either.
They're allowing a person to speak their mind freely. That's it.
Yeah.
Which is what this country is about. The thing that bothers me is that 6 months ago or 4 months ago, whatever, if you wore Adidas product or Yeezy products, people were like, "Oh, fuck you, Trump supporter." Now you wear fucking Nikes, people are like, "Oh, fuck you, liberal piece of shit."
Right, but you're just pointing out the people who are extreme on it.
Yeah, so I mean,
That's
like,
just
fuck,
the internet. That's not even
like. So
Right.
who gives a shit? I like fucking Nikes. I like Adidas. I like Kanye West.
I think people can like whatever they want, but also the other person has the ability to write or whatever to make fun of them for doing what they're doing.
sure.
You know what I mean? So
like, I don't make fun of anybody who likes
We make
Kanye
fun of
West
everybody. What are
or
you
who
talking
buys
about?
Kanye's.
we make fun of everybody on the show.
I don't make fun of people who like Kanye or wear Kanye.
make fun of
I
simple
never
all
made
the
him for
time.
liking Kanye or wearing Kanye's.
What?
I don't like it. I never said I've never said you're a fool for liking Kanye. Never in my
I'm not talking
life.
about like a serious conversation. We make fun of him all the time for being a Kanye stan. What are you talking about?
Okay,
and Justin Timberlake.
like
JTH for
I make
sure.
fun of like worshiping stuff. Like, I'm not making fun of it because he likes it. Like, you can like it, but worship it.
And Tinkers are
like,
fire.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? What do you mean there's a supreme difference? Like, losing your mind over Justin Timberlake and like liking Justin Timberlake are two different things. All right?
I mean, if you're just like, okay, I like it, sure, but why would you make fun of someone who's just like, oh, I like it?
I don't. That's my point.
Well, why would you bring that up? Is what I'm saying. It's not even worth bringing up if the person's just like, he's
I have
good.
never
I like him.
made fun of somebody for liking Kanye West, wearing Yeezys, or like I make fun of if Yeezys suck, they suck. I've never said like, can't believe you're wearing Yeezys. Never one time. I made the
because
decision
there's
for
no
myself
reason
not
to
to
make
do
fun
that.
of that person. That's what I'm talking about.
You just said that Anyways, I decided for myself at that moment in time, and doing a little more research and looking into the Kaepernick situation and stuff like that. My hands are bloody in certain situations, just like everybody
the
else.
one thing that-
I'm wearing Adidas again when I get ready. I'm buying them already, but I'm gonna wear them again
Gearing
when I
up.
get ready because. You know what? There's a lot of things that I do professionally and personally that, like, if I really dug deep, I don't even got to dig deep, all right? You know where I work, all right? We work, all right? I can easily sit there and be like, I should be like, I ain't coming back to this place. And it would be perfectly valid. So I can't sit there and be like, Adidas, how dare you? And then I go march and put my shirt and tie on and march into a establishment where I know not
IHOP.
not this
Into an IHOP and manage it.
not this establishment, but as an entirety within the country and as a persona or a
You can do whatever
stereotype.
you want.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's my thing. I've never made or given anybody a
thing
hard
about-
time for supporting.
The thing about Nike
something,
that no
ever.
one is talking about is Nike. This isn't Nike's first time doing something like this. They've been doing Be True campaigns for 20 years.
Forever.
Like, why
Yeah.
people think all of a sudden it's just becoming political is nuts.
That's the problem. It's
Yeah.
because it's like, why you not yelling? Because, and that's why black people,
And I'm not saying that
minorities
because
get
I
upset
disagree.
about
I
stuff like
support
that.
all that stuff.
You're right, but see, that's
You support
the thing.
what?
The Nike can do Be True and women's campaigns and
All
whatever.
of
That's
it.
right. You did say that in our group chat about Caitlyn.
Support all of
But-
it. All right.
You didn't remember that thing he said
that's
about
the
Caitlyn in our
same-
group chat?
Nope.
Okay,
Oh,
so
you
that
said-
example is the same thing of what I just said, where you can support someone expressing themselves and still make fun of them. I reserve the
You
right
were making fun.
to make fun of whoever I want.
You didn't make fun.
Period.
You gave a compliment.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about at this point. At this point, I don't know what you're talking about.
You said Caitlyn's pussy's bomb.
All right.
That was him.
No,
not
I
me.
didn't.
No, that was you.
How dare you?
That was you.
You said
Hey, Ryan.
there's
Hey,
no
what-
bad
what-
version
texted
of
his
that.
lawyer, huh?
And then where it went from there, I don't know what he's referring to then.
Look, let's get back on what I was talking about.
I don't-
All right.
Did he say that?
You guys are
Here-
attacking
did he
me,
say that?
so I'm just making
Did he say that?
Remember, I said something about some cardio, but I was joking anyway.
No, you
Look.
said there's no bad version of that. What he's referring to?
Oh,
No,
but I
you
didn't see
said
that. I
that.
didn't see that comment prior.
said what?
You said Caitlyn.
Said what?
Oh yeah, that was different. He
So
did
to
it.
bring it back in,
Said what?
So either way,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
either way,
smash.
like I said, that's why.
That
And see,
definitely didn't happen.
that's why minorities, black people get upset because no one's speaking. Like there are people who are absolutely homophobic, yell out, talk absolutely crazy about that community. Be True, okay, man, you don't hear nothing about it. But then it's like Kaepernick is out of control. Like it's like, bro, why are you speaking against? You ain't speaking against this one. Like it's like you're saying like I like this movement better than that movement.
Yeah, but
just don't speak against it at all. Just don't say nothing.
Hypocrisy in general.
It's
I
a,
mean,
it's you know what's funny is I told my friends, I said, you know what? I said the problem in this situation is that people that are against it, they just want to shut up. If you just shut
That's
up and
any
don't say
situation.
nothing, you're right. If you just shut up and don't say nothing,
It go away.
It just kind of
It goes away.
If you're that against it, let it run its course and do something with it, and let the people who support it go ahead and support it. The people in Charlottesville when they're marching with tiki torches and all that stuff. You know what I said? I said, you know, I wish everybody that was against him just would have been like,
Ignore him.
and went
Let
to
him
the mall.
fucking march.
And let him march.
Who gives a
It
shit?
wouldn't even do nothing. I said, if you make noise to something that's making noise, look, they yell at you, you ain't got to yell back. Man, just go to the mall, man. Let them march down the street and then be like, well, this is a waste of our time. No one cares.
Okay,
Go home.
So that's fine, except when they did the march this year, there were like 20 people there. So something happened that made it to where those people didn't want to come back.
Oh,
anymore.
yeah. That was being on television
So-
and people losing their jobs and their faces being
Oh,
on
fuck yeah.
television.
Okay,
You get-
so,
yeah,
So,
you-
so here's the thing: if you didn't have people protesting against it, maybe that stuff doesn't get picked up by the news. That's the point. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring light to the situation.
Now, here's what's
Those
funny
people
is
want to go
I never
crazy,
even
go
knew that.
crazy. Other side wanted to go crazy. Knock yourself out. I'm not gonna tell people to go home, go to the mall. They can do whatever they want.
But I think like the thing is like what Greg's trying to say is when the media pushes all this shit to the front of the line, people are like, oh, like whether you're a racist, whether you're standing up against the injustices, whatever, like a shooter, like an active shooter, like all this shit gets blasted all over media everywhere.
Right.
And other people are like, oh, well, if I'm a racist, I can get my agenda across because the media's going to cover it. If I'm a shooter, I can go shoot up a place and I'm going to get national media coverage. If I'm whatever their agenda is, like, and what he's saying, if you just ignore it, maybe this shit will stop. Maybe fucking people will stop trying to fucking kill each other and fight each other because there's
I'm not gonna blame the media for what's going on, dude. The media is reporting what's happening. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna. That's not who I'm gonna fire shots at.
The thing is, the media, like, people give this.
Are they trying to get money and get clicks and that kind of stuff? Absolutely.
Here's the
That's what
thing.
they want money. They're
we
greedy.
live in a clickbait society.
This is the thing. The media, your media. I mean, if I get on there and post, yada yada yada, I done sent that to thousands of people. You know, I'm all for gay pride. Yeah. Now, if I say that, I've said that to 6,000 people, however many followers, however many. I'm the media. That's the thing. You know how many times I saw that black and white picture with Thanos, Adidas. Like, I'm so sick of seeing that black and white picture that says "just do it." Like, I'm trying to figure out how to filter that out, all right? Because it just takes it now. It's like, bam, Kaepernick, awesome ad, believe in what you believe, yada, 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 risk it all, cool. And it turns into like, no, Thanos, believe what you believe.
Waterboy.
Nonsense. Water, every single thing. Like, so the media itself is doing their thing. The media is trying to survive, all right? You know how they survive? Talk about Trump every single day, all day. I'm like, dude, how could y'all hate something so much, but talk about this every single day? They have no choice. Everything. I can't stand seeing people on the internet still talking about Trump. I'm like, bro, give it up, man. Do your 4 years. It's like a prison sentence. You don't support Trump? Do the 4 years. Knock the 4 years out and move on, all right, and vote. That's the thing with Kaepernick. I was annoyed with Kaepernick when he didn't vote, all right? I was very annoyed with it. Like I said, right. I'm for it. I'm for anybody believing. If Nike went and signed Tommy Lauren, who was super far, wouldn't bother me one bit. All right. Now,
of course it wouldn't. I could care less.
Yeah, but like, that's what my thing. It's just that people need to stop caring so much about something that doesn't matter. Like, you can't fight against something that means something so important. Hey, man, this is how it started. That's it.
But if you look at this from a corporate perspective, so like there's been all this stuff about social media, right? Like Facebook, what are they doing with your data? What are all these different social networks doing with your data? Nike, I think, has smartly taken a stance towards we support individuals. And we think of people, we support people that are the underdogs, that maybe have an unpopular perspective. And in a world where people are very concerned about what are you doing with my data, Big Brother, it's a business move, right?
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, it's a business move.
And obviously, Nike, obviously, we've talked about it umpteenth times on this podcast, is the greatest marketing company of all time.
All time.
They did the research. They did the fucking census groups. Whatever they had to do. They knew that doing this was going to spike their sales. They knew that doing this was going to increase their revenues. If they didn't think so, they wouldn't have fucking done it. And I promise you, they didn't do it solely because, we want to support Kaepernick. They did it because they are the greatest marketing company of all time, and they knew the impact it would have on their bottom line.
And they're playing both sides of the
fence. It
doesn't bother me because they're a business. I'm not expecting nothing from them. They're a business. That is what it is. But hey, if you taking some money, is bringing light to something, awesome. Same thing about marketing. Kylie Jenner, Adidas. Does she have any impact on that whatsoever?
I think so.
Does she? To women? I guess to women. Yeah.
So it's outside the world that we all operate in.
Yeah,
day-to-day.
I think so.
But she's creating visibility to people that aren't into sneakers, into the sneakers they want her to show.
I do.
She's way more visible than any sneaker influencer. That's for sure.
I do think you're right in that. Like, I think it's past our wavelength, but I think that the demographic that her and her sister hit are
It used
everybody.
to be that athletes touched more homes than movie stars and TV stars did. But I think these days, and I get she spawned from social media and stuff, but she touches more homes than a lot of athletes do.
Social media,
so it's just smart marketing.
Reality TV.
Whether that's my thing or not, obviously it's really not. But I can definitely see how they, at a corporate level, figure that out and say, hey, we'll get a lot more visibility to the Falcon if it's on Kylie Jenner's feet than if it's on some sneakerhead's feet in San Francisco.
One of my buddies
works for
Just random.
Buddy works for Snapchat.
Bangkok.
Kylie Jenner almost single-handedly, in addition to the Nicki Minaj story or whatever, almost single-handedly tanked the company. That's the reach that she has on social media. When she said, I hate the new Snapchat interface, I'm deleting it, they thought it was over for them. He 4 or 5 people on his team or something are fired, gone.
There's a big difference.
She ruined his life. So you have
Not his life, but a lot of people who work the Snapchat. That's the reach that she has.
We talk about influencers a lot. You guys, I listen to the show a lot. There's jokes about influencers. She actually influences people, which is crazy for maybe the 4 of us to imagine.
Oh, shout out to Kais Omar. Got married over the past week. Congratulations.
Could care less.
I've been gone a while, huh? I've been gone a while. That's happened, huh?
How did you even know that?
Because I follow him on IG. I see the fireworks and shit. Come on, bro.
She's wealthy
Off-white
because of her
fireworks.
influence, and that's fact.
Did you say off-white fireworks?
I just don't think.
Virgil.
I guess it's just not. I just
Off-white pigeons,
Yeah.
It's
too.
just not
Off-white
for
doves.
Yeah.
Because I look at something like a Adidas grabbing a Kylie
Off-white
Jenner.
fireworks is funny.
I think she has a lot more influencers. I think she influenced a lot of other celebrities. Like, I think if another young celebrity says, "Oh, Kylie's wearing it," I'll wear it too. Like Selena Gomez or whoever that doesn't have a sneaker
Gomez
thing.
fire.
Like, I think that makes it reach a little bit more than like her. Like, putting a Falcon on a look, they're beautiful women. Like, she's a beautiful woman. Putting a sneaker that's like a mom shoe, like. I don't understand.
Yeah, but like, look at how they dress though. They wear like baggy jeans and fucking.
All those joints are selling out though, aren't they?
Well, but also it's
They
a big
actually flying?
transition.
The first couple colorways of the Falcons are gone. On Adidas website, gone.
Think about it like this. So years ago, when like Us Weekly and that stuff was really popular, right? There were all the designer brands were giving stuff to people that got photographed by the paparazzi so that they could sell out their bags because a celebrity would be wearing them. So when you go to like women's fashion, I'm just guessing here, but I have to imagine women have a lot of different shoe options, right? They can buy different types of heels, different types of flats. Sneakers is like typically not the top option of a shoe investment.
Right.
And you get a Kylie Jenner saying sneakers are cool. This is what I'm wearing. Like that has potential to have a massive shift in investment.
You're right.
Across. So I can totally see why they do it. It just isn't going to connect with any of us because we're like on a completely.
I want a pair of
different level
Falcons.
Like,
except for Ryan.
I want a pair.
Like the Rihanna stuff, I felt with Puma. I felt like that was like you see women with them furry slide things everywhere. Like, I can't think of the other models or whatever she came out with, but
the fucking stack one.
that
you
one
should have
sold
got
out
that.
a lot too, huh?
You would have been 5'6" if you had that.
I ain't wearing them.
I mean, I work in tech.
Goths.
This is a reality I've had to come to. Like, we don't get what the people they're targeting with that think.
No,
and that's
we don't.
the reason why we're sitting here talking about it because we've gotten to the point we don't relate to that, but I think it's there.
Just like the influencers that target adolescents, we don't understand because we.
Oh no, I understand it. I 100% understand it. I just don't rock with it.
Why do my headphones keep going in and out?
I get why. It's that once you gain that respect from these individuals, you don't want to give that up. Like, I don't care what any of them say. That's a high. Like, come on, people coming in your face and yelling.
Whoa!
Like,
whoa!
All right.
Wait a second.
Settle down.
Who's coming in your face?
Too many Maker's Mark.
Oh, pause all of that.
But in general, I'm just like, you know what? I wouldn't know if it did or didn't. I had no idea Falcons were selling out. Like, I had no idea.
You had too much cum on your face.
I seen them on Stadium Goods, and I'm like, nah. Like, I'm not even gonna check to see how much these go for. I just like, no, they're only on here because of that, I assume. But,
Nah, the first couple colorways before she was even associated, at least in terms of like
I think those are super limited.
being obvious, they sold out.
aren't they from? Did they have men's pair too?
Nah,
No, only women's.
shoe.
Oh,
They're dope though. They look like Raf Simons kind of. I think.
It's a remake too.
I
It's
would
an
buy
old-
a pair if
Yeah.
it was a men's shoe, and I think a lot of people have said
Yeah,
that.
they're cool.
oh, you would?
They're clean.
Falcons? Oh,
No, they only make them size 11. We can buy
I
them.
don't think they're better than.
Yeah, you could fit a 10.
I don't think they're better than those Puma ones. I mean, the Under Armour ones that just dropped that everybody thought they were ASAP Rockies. I don't think they're better than that. I don't think they're better than the Puma joints that like.
Oh, the
Spectra or
Spectra.
whatever?
What is that?
Yeah.
Spectra?
It's
Is that?
under Spectra. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are suck. The first
don't
one.
think they're better.
The first
They're
one was
better
sick.
than those. Those
The first one was sick. The first one was sick.
Yeah.
The Under Armour shoe
The,
is similar.
the
black,
other ones are
green, yellow,
the other ones
yellow.
are trash. The first Spectra was sick. The rest of them been trash.
The shoe, the silhouette in general sucks to me. Yeah, it's trash. Puma's made a better shoe.
Why are you into sneakers so much?
So for me, I've been running in them forever, so I'm not like pretty much most sneaker guys. In that most people say like I couldn't get Jordans, then I could get them, and I'm buying. I've been running for a long time. My dad's a runner, so like I worked in running shoe stores. And so until like maybe like 3-4 years ago, I was buying like shoes for running, but I was buying shoes like sneaker guys, but to run in.
Right.
And then I had no idea they retroed shoes. So I all of a sudden kind of stumbled upon that they retroed shoes that I used to run in the 80s and 90s. And that just like set me off.
Still across that win.
Like 2015.
You just realized retros are coming out like 3 years
Yeah,
ago?
because I was in the fashion world. I was into this stuff. So like I was buying Alexander McQueen and like Ferragamo and Tom Ford and stuff. I wasn't into this stuff.
Okay. All right. All right.
That was just in a different spectrum where this stuff didn't exist.
You said your sister's like big in like the
yeah.
designer world.
Yeah, like we kind of got more into that kind of stuff.
Right.
And both of us actually, we're into Air Maxes like when they were actually coming out.
Right.
And when a new Air Max would come out, we'd cop an Air Max or whatever. And then but I was just in a totally different place. I was wearing suits and ties to work every day. And just as things have evolved, I was like, why am I wearing suits and ties to work every day? And so I kind of jumped from that. I'm a collector at heart. And I don't mean collect like, I wear all my stuff. But I like to like build collections of stuff. So
I would have never thought you had less than 120 pairs. I would have thought it was thousands.
Because for me, it's just like having that much. I like to wear them. So I kind of set a rule a couple years ago. I'm like, I'm going to keep it at this level. And if I want to buy something, I'm going to sell something. And I've never regretted it. So
do you go like the pair that you, because I saw obviously you sold a lot of Gillette 3s that we've had discussions about.
Yep.
So does it go from like, all right, this is the pair, I've had this pair for 2 years, I've worn it twice, so that's the first one on the chopping block.
Yep. I'm fickle, and also I don't feel like I need to have a pair for 10 years. Like part of what I actually really like shoes. So for me, like if I have 1,000 pairs over 15 years, but I kind of keep it to I'm not investing in 1,000 pairs. I like that better than having 1,000 pairs I could never wear.
I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube where cats do that. They might only have like 15 pairs of shoes, but they're like super high quality pairs, and whenever you buy one, you sell one.
I feel like even if you take an L on those pairs, it's hard for me to do it because of the loss thing.
Yeah, and I don't care about the loss. Like I'm not trying to like run a business.
Oh yeah.
It's a bigger loss for me to have 1,000 pairs than it is for me to sell pairs at a slight price degradation. So I just rather do that.
I say like it just wouldn't bother me to get rid of something for like, yes, I might be able to get 100, but I'm selling for 35. Like,
yeah,
get this out of here, like type thing. But that's just me personally. Like I would love to try to say, all right, 125 pairs and keep it at that. It's almost impossible. Like
I'll give you.
It's not impossible.
$300 for all your
keep the
SBs.
other stuff.
No, it's impossible for me.
That's what.
I'm a fully addicted to sneakers. Like I'm not. This is not even a.
He's even buying Adidas again.
I know I'm addicted
earlier.
to them. Like, and I
understand that.
remember with our conversation, I said I'm never not buying them.
Okay. What I'm telling you is it's physically possible. You just don't want to do it. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I didn't disagree with you.
Yes, it's not impossible.
It takes more work to do what I'm doing because, if I want something and I got to sell it, then I'm like grinding at it, right? And so I don't sleep a lot. Midnight to 3 a.m., I'm doing the sneaker stuff every night. Churning through, this is what I want.
What do you sell on?
eBay, StockX.
IG.
IG. Yeah. I sell. IG is the best place for me to sell, because it's just straight PayPal.
I mean, you've amassed like 18,000 followers on IG?
I like 38,000 followers.
30. Oh, Jesus
Why
Christ.
do you post so much on IG?
And how did you get 38,000 followers?
So, hustle.
Yeah, you built a bot.
That's right.
Say
Motherfucker.
I post once a day. And so
we post once a week.
No, you post more than once a day.
No, once
I
a day.
think today I've seen
Only
like
once a day?
8 pics a day.
You do stories.
You haven't been
You do
on
stories, though.
No.
We follow 4,500 people. There's no way you see 8 things from one
No,
person.
I post once a day, and every now and then I'll
But
post
you
twice.
wrote an algorithm to get to the top of the list.
Oh, 100%. So I work at Instagram, so that makes me go to the top. But
All the time.
yeah. No, so for me, like I never have done anything creative, and for some people, taking photos isn't that creative, but for me, it was a big stretch. I also like don't really interact with people, nor like I just do my job and I hang out with my kids, and so for me, like this was like a stretch to kind of like get out there and be on social media was kind of scary.
How do you have time to even talk to everybody?
I only reply to comments right before I post. So like I post, I wait till the next day, reply to comments, and post. And I usually do it most of the time. I try to do it in the morning, like before I start work or whatever. But
You have any enemies?
yeah,
Just me.
You do? Oh,
not many.
I mean sneaker wine.
Oh no.
Oh, I didn't think
Dude,
so.
I'm
I
like
always
the
see you.
Pollyanna of
I always see you
sneakers.
talk to stuff. I send you a message.
So
You commented on somebody's relationship, like, man, such passion or something. What are you talking about, bro?
dude, I am the Pollyanna of sneakers. I am for everybody and always, like, because like for me, it's just an outlet to kind of like step outside of like my normal day-to-day work and hang out with my kids stuff.
Can you be influenced?
No.
Nobody's influenced you?
No.
Ronnie,
Social media
nobody?
influence you.
The best influence is definitely Kith Pics. Those are
Oh, for sure.
those are definitely
Gonna make you
influenceable.
buy anything.
Ronnie's the greatest sneaker influencer of all time. Of our generation. Of this generation.
What happened with that thing,
None of
by
all
the
time.
way? Did that happen?
Kith Park?
Yeah, whatever that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the show last week with Versace collab and
Yeah. They got a 2 Chainz coming out.
Was it effective? Did it do anything? I mean, like,
look. Here's my view.
I saw nothing about it on social media
I have
except
a
literally
strong
from
opinion
Kith.
on the Ronnie stuff compared to what I hear from a lot of the sneaker people. I think Ronnie's making really good decisions for his business that sneaker people won't
Oh,
like.
yeah, he's
Yes.
rich.
Like he's creating a brand in
The best way to tell if you're a successful businessman, are you rich? You're rich, you're good.
Is Versace doing a collaboration with you? Okay.
when you're collaborating
Dude
with
went from-
Versace, Coca-Cola, Tommy
Right.
Hilfiger, then you're doing a good
It
stuff
went
for
from
your
salesperson to David Z to being millionaire.
Yeah.
Whatever the number is.
I like
And
his
having a
ASICS collab.
fucking
but
hot-ass wife.
Good for him on
Well,
on where he's going. I respect it.
I love all this stuff.
I mean, to me, that's like I've seen super ugly people marry beautiful women. That has nothing to do with him being rich.
Because
I
they're
mean,
rich.
oh no.
It certainly helps, but I've seen
No, I
ugly
know
poor people
people-
get fine wives.
And I'm like,
do it for
what
your
is
wedding?
happening? I'm
The
like,
glasses
what's
that peed on the building? He has
Certain people.
Yeah, no,
Not every person.
We all love Kith and Ronnie Flag. I only asked that because I guess you do post once a day. I feel like I see your stuff all
Once a
day,
day, man.
like
Once a day.
all day. And
Because it's supposed to be 3, I think. I see people that are like, really like driving growth and all this stuff. They post 3 times a day. I can't do that. Like with my job, I can't do that.
I can't even post pictures of my.
Wait, don't you
sneakers.
take multiple pictures of one
On
pair of shoes?
Saturdays.
Or no?
No. One.
The
So
fact that you got to schedule how many pictures you take.
yeah, because I love it. I'm one of the only
Who
people
takes
that
your
will
pictures?
actually admit me.
You set a timer?
How dare you?
No, I
ask that?
use my Apple Watch.
Everybody put the camera down and they use their watch and push
Yeah.
the button. And
I didn't even know that was a thing.
some Brookie told me that.
Yeah.
She was like, she puts the camera over there and she
Yeah.
got her watch and she do her little thing or something.
I mean, I had an Apple Watch and it broke. I mean, the watch probably still works.
So are these pictures
The face is
edited?
broke.
Or they you just take that and it goes up?
No, I edit them a lot. They
So how much time goes into one photo?
You don't feel crazy doing that?
I enjoy it, so I don't care.
What does enjoy it mean?
He
So
enjoys it.
I enjoy
Like how
that.
you enjoy editing the podcast.
I hate editing the podcast.
So for me, I enjoy editing the photos because it's completely different than the rest of my life. It's just something that like I'm not very wasn't good at.
Like a new challenge.
Yeah, and I want to get good at it. I don't obviously have a lot of the benefits. I'm not going to move to a camera. I want to use my iPhone to kind of keep it basic. But I enjoy on Saturday mornings, it's a break for me to go take some pictures, come home, kids getting up. Like for me, it's a nice
Wait,
break.
so you take all these pictures on Saturday?
Saturdays 6 a.m.
And then you
to
post
8 a.m.
one a day?
That's
So you
how
take
most of
so you
the
do your
cats
whole
do
week
that, no.
in 1-2 hours?
Yeah, because I used to do like on.
So you
photo
change
every day.
pants?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just go to the park, you get naked in the middle of the park?
Car. I have a Suburban.
Ah.
I mean,
you should get
you
like
do all
Winnebago.
that to post a picture.
Because I enjoy it. It's not for I don't care about the I'm not getting excited at this point. I've been doing this for 2.5 years or whatever. I don't get excited about the actual post. I enjoy doing it.
You should get a Winnebago.
I can't even stand taking a picture of it. Just even like up here.
You're not a good candidate to do it.
I can't.
How many outfit changes? You do 7 outfit changes?
No, because you got to keep in mind that's over. I'll have 2 pairs of pants. I'll switch out over a Saturday and a Sunday morning.
I think social media. We talk about the media and how it affects people on their beliefs and stuff like that. I think social media. I would never have an IG phones with the podcast. I think social media. Somebody asked us, "Is there anything between us?" They sent us a question, asked me, and Joey.
Dang, Swanger got calves.
And I forgot to ask this question, but they said, "Is there anything to us that isn't
That
just
is posing
fire
days.
or just trash?" And I said, we never answered that. I think I say a lot of stuff is trash because I'm desensitized to everything.
Why'd you buy those?
Oh, I bought those in 2014 to run in.
Okay.
Like,
It's acceptable.
I feel like I'm just desensitized to just everything.
Okay.
Like, even stuff that I consider we'll talk about. I'm definitely copping fire. I'll sleep right through it and don't even I used to wake up heated that I slept through it or mad that I didn't even
forget about
try.
stuff.
I buy most stuff aftermarket because I don't want to live around a release. I don't really care about it.
Yeah, the same thing. We buy a lot same way, but I like to try.
Yeah,
at least I used to.
To give you some insight on the IG question, for me, I interacting with people in different places of the world that had like different views, like stuff. I'm from like a small town in Texas,
Right.
so like to meet someone in Sydney or in Paris that's like into something that I'm into, I
Right.
find that really interesting. The actual picture itself, or like how many, I don't get as excited about that, but it's kind of like a common ground of like, are you into what I'm into? I like that part, but it's not for everybody for sure.
Yeah, I don't have.
I'm gonna start taking more
anything-
sneaker pictures. I'm gonna go out Saturday mornings.
I mean, I am. No, you're not. No,
I'm probably not
it's
going
just-
to. I don't have Apple Watch anymore. My mom stole it from me.
it takes too much commitment.
Rich life.
I'm wired like
some
that.
some people. I mean, it's the same with that. The man put like 500 pairs of Jordans out in his like cul-de-sac of his neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean,
500
it's
pairs in a
different.
cul-de-sac.
No, it's not. Well, whatever.
That's
100
way
pairs.
different.
Or making a
No, it's
spiral
not.
of phone posits.
He enjoys doing that. He
Yeah.
enjoys doing what he's doing. That's
Making
not
a
different.
spiral of phone posits at your
think
pool.
It's corny,
Yeah.
but whoever did that likes doing that and thinks it's cool, and his followers want to see it or whatever.
But I think some of it too
It's
is
not different. It's not different.
I'm well aware.
You've changed in this 9 weeks.
I
No,
think
I haven't. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
you
do
would.
either thing. I wouldn't
Yeah.
do what he's doing, and I wouldn't do it, man. Putting
You
on the
barely get
shoes I
dressed in
was
the
doing.
morning.
You right.
to like
I use zero energy on anything shoe related.
Yeah.
Zero. Oh, I mean, pushing the button to cop Packers for 280, I guess, is as far as I'll go.
You wait in line with us for Copper Easy.
Yeah, but how
Yeah,
long
would
was
never
that?
do that. Like lineup, never gonna do it. I'll pay resales
First of all,
every
we lined
time.
up on accidents. Like we just went to go see what the store looked like, and we ended up in a line. We didn't go to the lineup. Like
That was also 2
and
years
one
ago,
we
a
had
year ago.
and one we had breakfast. We had been hanging out all day. Like we didn't like get up there at like nighttime stuff like that. I almost feel like. I mean, going back. I mean, I had said somebody had wanted me to ask you the same question about when did the sneaker community shift from like because they
Yeah.
were like, oh, Ryan's a older. Because somebody asked me who's gonna be on the podcast with me, and I said you were, and they said, oh, ask him the question. They don't know how old you are, but they were like, he's
Yeah.
like an older sneakerhead.
I'm 40. I'm older.
Oh, okay. So when did you see that shifted ever? But hearing what you just said about
No.
you didn't know they were retro in 2015.
I wasn't into it.
We all know when
Right.
the shift was.
Yeah.
We all know when the shift was.
What?
Concords. That was a shift. That was it.
Yeah, I mean
There was before Concord. There was before retro Concords in 2011, and after retro. That's like the ACAB or ACBC for us. Concord 11.
that's when, and that's what I said on the thing. We said it was Concords, and then I said for me, I think I started noticing the younger youth with the Galaxy pair. I had never, I don't think I really paid too much attention to them. Like we would see them cats with their mom in line and stuff, but like
Galaxies is when I noticed as somebody that wasn't in, so which I think is an interesting insight. As somebody that wasn't hardcore in that at
Right.
the time, I was into running shoes, not sneakers. Galaxies is something that I took note of, so
Right.
that was a big milestone for me. I can see like the sneakerhead view and the broad world view are probably two different things.
yeah, because I'm like, I think that's when older sneakerheads started realizing, like,
Oh,
people
like
to say-
new shoes are dope. Like
Yeah.
They started pushing us. Like people like to say, like that younger sneakerheads pushed us out. They didn't kind of push the OGs out or shift us. We got too many responsibilities. Like that's when I started noticing like cats weren't going to school to go camp out. I was like, dude, they're at Nike Scottsdale. And it's Tuesday. Like I know my kids are at school. What the heck are they doing? They were actually active, and I said, oh, they don't got kids. They ain't got to go pick up kids from school.
Right.
They ain't got to go to work. They probably doing their homework there. Like it's way different now. So like he's like, oh, they pushed us out. I'm like, nah, we didn't get pushed out, man. Like
we got
kinda gave
adults.
it up. We could have still camped if we wanted to. We just
Right.
couldn't camp because we had to go
Responsibilities.
Take our cars to the shops,
Yeah.
go to work, go do stuff, get off. You know, we had too many responsibilities.
So maybe there were two shifts in. Maybe the Concord 11 release brought
Back
younger
to gold.
kids into retros, and maybe the Galaxy release brought cats that used to be into retros into current sneakers. So
It
maybe
had
those
to.
two shifts were the two things that changed the sneaker culture, which Concords were 11 and February of 12 was Galaxies, right?
and it
There's a
was.
tertiary part though,
was
and
also,
yeah, it's
yeah.
a tertiary. Sorry, but which is to me when the V2s came out, then it started to be that the only cool sneakers are the sneakers that just released, which is another level of the
Right.
evolution that I
You
have.
think that was
seen.
at V2s?
I think it was a V2s where like if it didn't come out in the last 90 days, like nobody cares about it.
Really?
I think so. I think so.
What are V? Oh, GV. Oh,
Yeah.
V1. It might have been.
I think it might have been
before
V1s.
that. I don't even know. It started early when like
I think the
Because
numbers
even,
were smaller
like-
than you guys appreciate because you've been in it. But I think at mass scale, where like kids, because you guys have talked about
Right.
the kids and all that. To me, the belugas is where the kids started being like, "Oh, do you have the Yeezys? You have fake like." Nobody had fake turtle doves that were like 9 years old and were like clowning on each other.
Yeah.
The V2s is when that stuff started like getting at mass scale, I guess, in my perspective.
I look at it like you said. Like I think during that era is why a lot of older sneakerheads shifted so hard to Asics and
Yeah.
New Balances because all the
Those
stuff that we
timelines
used
will
to
line
wear.
up.
It
Yep.
started looking crazy on us to wear one, and then two, it was like, oh god, this is impossible to get now. Like,
Yeah.
we freaking remember we went to the mall at like Scottsdale Mall. I don't know what time it was. I mean, it was dark. Like it wasn't morning dark. It was night dark, and the line for Thunder 4s throughout the mall, like through the mall, cats were laying on the ground, and I'm like, man, for Thunder 4s, like. This is crazy. Like me and you had walked through. We were going to like House of Hoops, and we were like, "Dude, these cats are in front of Chic, laying on the ground for Thunder 4s." And I'm like, that's when I started that shift to Asics, New Balance. That's why we went so hard in those areas because it was like we're gonna have to go in these areas. Once the older sneakerheads, the Kiss and all them started like doing some dope stuff to them. Then the younger ones tried to shift in it, but I really can't say a lot of younger cats fell into the New Balance and Asics, even when it was at that peak.
Not too much.
Like I can't.
Yeah.
I don't remember any younger
No, I
cats
agree.
wearing Knicks and all that stuff. Like,
No, not too much.
they might have sold them.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, like if you look at me too, the other part to this, on like just the sneaker market getting bigger, is there's been a societal shift where, like in my job, used to wear a suit and tie, now I wear sneakers. So all of a sudden, you have people that are wearing sneakers in a broader context.
That
of
never
the
did
month.
before.
Yeah.
Like same thing for me. Like I see it going to wearing jeans on Fridays and sneakers on Fridays, and hopefully sneakers every day.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it used to be I was comparing like, a Bally dress shoe versus a Tom Ford dress shoe, and the same thing becomes like two different sneakers
Yeah.
because I'm not wearing that stuff anymore. So that's made the sneaker game to me get much broader, is because
All right.
Society has moved towards more casual
Yep.
wear. Yeah.
Because I do hate sneaker community on social media. I honestly
We hate sneaker community almost on any platform.
No.
We hate sneaker shows. We hate sneaker.
Sneaker shows.
Yeah.
that's why I'm here.
We
I like
hate-
all of it.
Like
I
we
like
hate
all of
going to like.
Oh,
Oh, you mean
Hate
like
is a-
sneaker shows? Okay, no,
it's
even I don't
like-
like them.
it's beyond our
Control.
thing. Like, I don't need to go to Sneaker Con to buy nothing. Me and you would
Yeah.
be like, yo, we gotta find something. You end up
Internet
rarely find like it's
Internet
just
has
not-
made that stuff obsolete, except for like the one good idea that I've seen is Complex Con, where they're having event-only releases.
That's
That's the
but
way
then
to do
all
it.
that shit comes out. Well, some of that shit comes
not
out later.
the Complex Con stuff last year. Like they had a fair amount, but other than that, then the internet.
Only the undefeated stuff, I think.
And like the Hyannis, they had a different. I mean, they had a
yeah.
different box and stuff. It's a little bit different, but
Yeah, but you can buy them for the same price. I feel
yeah,
like.
the undefeated 97.
That's the thing too. Now we
Like even like all the Fear God stuff that came out.
with the
Came
strap
out
and all that.
Well,
if
no,
you're
but all the
the-
stuff like all the camo stuff like eventually came out at PAXun later.
Yeah.
a lot of this stuff just takes patience. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
you
But if
don't,
you don't do
gotta
it-
do it.
Everything loses its value eventually.
I mean,
everyone
it
has a
just-
price.
Like it just runs out. Like I mean,
Yes.
you can sit there and be like, "Oh God, I gotta buy a copy now," but you give it if you have some type of virtue, like that's what I appreciate when I do see you. Like you just bought something, it's super old. I like buying a lot of older stuff, as well. But it's like because I know that I'm gonna get it now and it's gonna retro later. Like it's just not that serious. It'd be like Concords. I have a pair of DS Concords.
Yeah.
Concords are coming out again, and I feel like I have to buy them
You
again
do have
because
to
they're
buy them. They have a
Concords.
45.
But I don't feel. Yeah, but man,
You gotta buy them because they're different. They're a little different. You gotta buy them.
That,
You're gonna buy 'em. You're gonna buy 'em.
Shorts.
You're gonna buy
I don't
'em.
think you'd ever wear a pair of 11s.
The only ones I would wear are Concords.
Really?
Yeah, and
And
only
Breds.
to tell my kids about it and like.
Not breads?
this- No.
I don't even know if I have anything
Space Jams?
to
Me and
tell
patent
anymore.
leather don't really make sense, but
Patent leather on a shoe in general, unless
Yeah.
it's a dress shoe for
the
a wedding.
Concords
doesn't
is
make
like
any
a
sense.
classic shoe, and I remember when they came out and like they were amazing. Like I was in my senior year in high school.
George was 42.
What?
When they came out, I was
42.
yeah, sure. You realize that someone here today is slightly older than I am.
Nobody.
Oldest man here.
Nobody's older than you.
Someone
Glad
in
to
here
admit.
is slightly older.
I don't know.
I appreciate the fact that I'm not the oldest person in the room tonight.
So
Close.
the one other thing I'd say for the people watching on this topic of like the whole Instagram thing, because I get why you guys like don't necessarily like a lot of it. The thing that I like that you guys may not be as into is like in my life outside of Instagram, nobody knows anything about sneakers.
I hate that.
You hate that?
I do.
What?
Like, to me, I feel like Jim Malloy. Shout out to Jim Malloy. I remember he told me Jim Malloy would go to all these events and stuff like that, and he'd have a lot of sneakers to wear. And when he would wear something, he became the guy in the room, like, the guy with the pink sneakers. Like, I wish I... Not wish, because I don't necessarily like the personalities of a lot of sneakerheads.
Yeah.
But that people kind of knew, like, me having invite people to my house for my daughter's birthday party and I'm wearing Yeezys, it doesn't mean a single thing to anybody in that entire room.
Yeah.
I don't like having to even fathom the thought of, like, I have to wear this to put on this so everybody else... I feel like that's the only way, like, you could be accepted. Like,
You just like to feel special.
no.
Oh, I see where you're coming from.
That's growing up, high school and college, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now it's like I put on something, I feel ridiculous sometimes. Now, I don't like if I got leopard Air Max 1s print.
Yes.
I wear those with my wife, and when I'm in the room putting them on, I feel fly. Then I go out and I'm like, what am I doing with these on? It's just me. Like, I do. You don't wear nothing that teeters the line of like something. Wearing all leopard prints, like sneakers, like
Any leopard print pants. a shirt.
like even wearing hoop shorts. I put on like a pair of Mitchell & Ness shorts, and at first I'm like, yeah, just cool and casual. But then I go out with my kids,
Nobody
I feel a
knows.
little crazy.
Why?
I don't know why. Because nobody else is. Like, everybody just has on jeans,
Yeah.
t-shirt, regular stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm outside of the, like,
You're a conformist.
In high school and college, Greg got the J's. Ooh, he's something. Now it's like, oh, this is grown.
Yeah.
I'm already short. Like, so me walking around dressed like a young college kid wearing Mitchell & Ness jersey on and stuff, and like got a wife and kids, and like I can wear a Mitchell & Ness jersey, and not a single person in the entire mall is wearing another jersey.
Right.
And I'm like, what am I doing? That's me. That's what I'm talking
You're being
about.
an individual.
It's not being an individual. It's
You're
like,
being an individual.
but I feel, now you may be right, but I feel like everybody's thinking like, man, grow up. Like, what are you doing? That's what I feel like.
Oh yeah, see, I'm not
care
worried
about
about that.
You don't
at
wear
all.
none of that, so it doesn't matter what you think on
Nah.
that. Like, I don't know why you
see-
like. You don't wear any prints,
No,
no
as a
bright
person who-
colors, none of that stuff.
Well, clothing wise, maybe not, but I got a lot of shoes that are bright colors.
I mean, a cat wore kamikazes to your wedding, and me and Simple almost had an aneurysm. Like it was like, what the heck are you doing? And it's like, why did that even matter to us like that? Like,
So that's how people look at us?
I feel that me. How
That's how
I
Greg
feel
feels,
like.
yeah.
That's why I like Manor shirts. It just says Manor, bam,
Yeah.
jeans. I ain't gotta like if that hoodie, the Nike one, that Lampstone, absolute fire.
Couldn't wear it though?
I could, but I'd feel crazy. That joint is the brightest tie-dye thing, and I'm almost 40. I'm
Brian,
closer
you
to
can't
40.
get it. You can't get it, dude. You're a decade and a half too
Now,
old.
you being single and no kids and stuff like that, maybe nobody would care because like I don't hang out.
I mean,
Well, I'm saying like I don't hang out at a complex con and stuff. Jeff
Right.
Staple, all
Neither
these cats
do
go
I.
wear that stuff. I am talking about myself. All
yeah,
right.
no, I don't get it.
Okay.
Can't relate.
You hate when grown men wear jerseys, football jerseys.
That's true.
No.
Period.
I hate when you see grown men wearing it and they're wearing like mandals and they tuck their jersey into their like.
And
shorts.
when they wear jerseys of a team that's not playing in the game that
Yeah,
you're
that
at.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
everybody hates that.
Or
And a grown man bringing a baseball glove to a game unless you
yes.
have like
A
a
child.
small child with you.
I do hate that.
Foolishness.
If you're at a Suns Spurs game, why are you wearing Celtics gear? Like
Those are the three things I hate.
I can't
People wearing
fathom any of
jerseys.
that.
If you wear a shirt or a hat of another team to the game,
I wear
fine.
polo shirts.
But if you wearing literally like a Dan Marino jersey, I don't even know if you can hear me. If you wear a Dan Marino jersey to Patriots Bills, what are you doing? No? What are you doing?
And those are the ones that are like, I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm just here because I got
You know how
free
many people
tickets.
wearing Cowboys stuff to like Cardinals? Who they just play? Just for
not
example,
a good team.
Redskins.
Yeah. Cardinals Falcons, Cardinals Redskins, or people wearing in the stands wearing Cowboy jerseys.
Oh, those are
Why?
Mexicans.
America's team.
Why? Okay, fine. Pick another team that's not your team. People wearing Denver Broncos stuff. Why?
It's crazy that Cowboys. You know why Cowboys are associated with America's team? Because it's Dallas and it's Cowboys. That's why.
Green Bay's
It's
America's
stupid.
team now, bro.
No, all right, no,
It
no,
might
no,
be.
no.
Green Bay's America's team
Green
now.
Bay might be America's team now because
Aaron
people-
Rodgers says so.
People worship Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. They won a Super Bowl, what, 8 years ago? How long ago it's been? Like, get over it.
About
like,
7 years, yeah.
anyways, is there anything you want to ask us? People that always come on the show, they always say, man, I want to ask you guys something. And I was like, next time a person come on, I'm going to give them the opportunity. You don't have to. I'm just asking.
Yeah, so I think my question to you guys would be, so as somebody that listens to the show, it seems like you guys have been in sneakers a while, but like it's where things are at, it's frustrating to you. Where do you guys see yourself continuing to stay interested in the sneakers 10 years from now?
Forever.
I won't be buying Concords and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I'll
Yes,
be wearing
will.
runners.
Yes,
Yeah.
you will.
No.
I'm doing it until I die.
Already don't buy any Jordans.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
just not. I can't stop. I've tried.
Once you're in for life.
Watch how many people say to you guys that they liked hearing that.
In
I'm telling
40
you, 'cause
years, when
sometimes
you're the
it,
same
it
age as
doesn't seem
me,
that way.
you'll get
No,
it.
it's like nice to hear, because I think you guys have a lot of knowledge, a lot more knowledge than your average listener, right? About
Yeah.
stuff. But it seems at times, and I'm obviously like I've listened to every episode since I started listening to you
Okay.
guys. Every Thursday morning, I'll listen to the show. I think sometimes it feels like it's easier to say like it's trash
Right.
than it is to be like I like sneakers.
And that's why I went back to the
That's why
point
I'm taking
of like,
the I like sneakers stance.
Like,
everybody
I-
will like me on the show.
I love
thinks everything's
sneakers.
trash.
I mean,
right, you
I
like
had
them.
me
And
and
I'm
my
trying
wife.
to
We had a
exploit that
talk.
today.
My wife
Yeah.
is like, you know what? Let's just pay off the house. Let's do all this stuff
And buy more
Bought this
sneakers.
truck. And I told her, and I said, oh, I'm 100% on board. Whatever you want to do, knock out something cool. And I told her, I said, I'm just letting you know, I physically can't stop
Yeah.
buying them.
Do you guys hear this?
I just
Greg
can't.
likes sneakers.
I mean,
Greg
like,
likes sneakers.
and that's the thing. People think that like if they really love it and like we really hate it, we hate everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I just hate that. But like I said, social media has desensitized me. I look at something and I'm
understand
like, them joints are fire. Them suck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even know if I actually care enough to say
Yeah.
that they're trash. I can say that stuff that you wear, I've never seen nothing I've never liked because my goal is to fully commit to wearing runners. We've done that before.
I have great
We're only buying
taste.
Asics.
I have
We're only
great
buying
taste,
new
Greg.
ones. We're only buying Air Maxes.
Yeah.
We've done it all. And
Yeah.
then I buy a Maestro Kith that goes up to my
Yep.
my kneecaps. And I'm like, what the? How did I get here?
Sitting in my house, dude. I totally can relate.
Yeah, and
what?
The purple Maestro.
the
kit.
Maestro Kiths. And I'm like, I'm only wearing
Yeah.
the what?
Before
the Pippin
Oh,
Kith.
yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying.
I got two
like,
of those.
the red Pippins that I always talked about.
Yeah.
I thought about that. They're Gary Payton's. Like I'm like, what am I doing with gloves? Like what the heck is happening to me? Like
Here's what I find funny, Greg. So people think that I really like sneakers, but I mainly only buy old sneakers. It can. I think some people think you don't like sneakers, but you just don't like some of the new ones, and I don't either.
Right.
I think sometimes it's like the impression. So my one goal today was to let people know you like sneakers.
And people. And you like people. You like other people.
I love it.
You don't like other people.
You've
hates
always been
everybody.
nice to me.
George doesn't like other people.
You've been one of the people I've enjoyed getting to know, and you like sneakers. So like missed, debunked.
That's it. Like I don't like. That's the thing. Like I'm like people will be like, "Yo, what do you think about these?" I'm like, "Oh, them trash." But them is
And-
trash to me.
Right.
Alright?
And you like other sneaker podcasts.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Soul Heekins and I love
Soul Searching.
Soul Searching. Love those two. Them the
Shout out
There's
to
more
Soul
than
Searching.
that.
Which one?
There's more good ones than that.
I like them
Oh, I
all.
don't listen to them. So you might be right.
Pollyanna likes them all.
I'm not gonna say
I
that
like
they
'em
suck,
all.
but I'm not gonna listen to them.
We're all family.
Oh, I'm making something that might be.
Yep.
I'm trying to start something. I talked to George about it, and George, I think, even likes it, even though he hates everything. George said, well, "How can I help?"
What are you trying to do?
For what?
I can't tell
What are you
everybody.
try to make?
Needs help with what?
What I told you
What'd you-
about in your office when I said you think this is a good idea or something.
Oh, yeah.
Was
It's a good idea?
Yeah.
So
It's an app to bring all
No.
one love to sneakers?
no, there's already those
So
Sneaker
one love
Amino.
app?
People, you know Sneaker Amino?
Sneaker Amigo?
Amino.
Oh.
Yeah, people don't even know what that is, and there's
Yeah.
like this app, Sneaker Amino, thousands. It's just
love sneakers together.
Like post blogs,
It's like a
post
sneaker orgy.
articles. It's a lot of people on it.
I've never seen it before. There's only one way out of sneakers.
I can't stop.
Death.
George is trying
No.
to stop. We've all tried to stop before, but I aspire to only buy runners.
Yeah.
I do, but then like I said, well, Pippin comes out and we debate back and forth. I bought like 5 KD4s in the last like 6 months.
That was a
like,
mistake.
And I'm like, what am I doing with these? And I put them on. I'm like, let me just throw these on to go to the grocery store. Even going to the grocery store, I'm like, what am I doing with this on? Like, so I don't know. I do, like I said, your posts, they're always the same. Like, I have nothing against anybody who posts sneaker shots and do things like that. I just can't get myself to put the work into it.
I get both sides.
Which is why even like we talk about the shoe tubers and them.
Yeah.
I don't like any of them. All right. Except Mike Rich and a few other people. But I don't have the guts to walk around the store and do stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even got the guts to be in a Foot Locker and be like, yo, they got these today. Yo, they still got these. Lars Young, shout out to Lars Young. I actually like watching him at the outlet. And I'm like, dang, they got them. Dang, they got them. I can't sit there because I'm like,
see, I gotta get you following Camp Out because he does runners now.
he doesn't like me. So
Okay.
I can't.
A lot of people don't like me.
I gotta create peace accords.
I don't get why people. I'm like, what are you talking? I've never heard their show. I've never done it. And I see somebody sent me a screenshot of them saying, what did he say? Oh, that's just a podcast for angry people. Oh, like, and I'm like, what are you talking about, man? No problem with you. Like,
I'm bringing the peace to every show.
I'm like, I got no problems with anybody. People just automatically assume. All the other shows we had issues with, some of them I didn't even start. He started them, and I was like, and I took the brunt of it.
Strong
And
opinions.
I get that, but you know what that is? That's like people look.
Bud
at
Light
me-
Lime started them.
People look at situations like that, and they think like, okay, well, Greg is sort of the face of that. He's gonna. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't say it. I was like, but I never said that, and I don't care. Even if we say something in general, him saying sneakers laid out, I think that is crazy for a grown man to make a Jumpman logo out of his
Yeah,
sneakers.
you
on the
also
ground.
told him you thought what he's doing is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm associating.
Oh no. See,
You said the Jumpman logo was crazy.
Jumpman logo 20. I don't care what you make, American flag. I don't care what you make out of sneakers on your floor. You're crazy.
Hillary Clinton?
To me, I don't care if you make Trump's hair.
Yes.
A Republican, a donkey. I don't care what you make.
So what's
It's
the
crazy.
difference?
No, him. I don't mind it. I think it's crazy knowing that he goes out there and changes clothes.
Yeah.
What?
It's not for you.
That's his thing, not my thing.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? That's
What's
all
the
I'm saying.
difference?
No difference, motherfucker.
What are you
Listen,
talking about?
You think one is like one of the
George.
worst indiscretions any man could make, and then you disagree with what he's doing, but you think it's okay.
Somebody sent me.
He just said it's not for him.
Somebody sent
missing
me,
the point.
Somebody sent me a picture. They took over 60 pairs of Jordan 5s to the beach and stacked them on the stairs.
All right,
Right,
that's
I know what you're
that's
talking about.
intense.
I counted them. I said 2.
Again, what's the
I
difference?
just don't
But
care.
if you
I don't
think
look
both
at that.
are
It doesn't
dumb,
sense
then what's the
though.
difference?
I
Hey,
didn't say
however you want to
it's
spend your
dumb.
time, you just spend your time.
Yeah, I'm good with
Exactly,
it.
but I'm trying to
good with
figure out why he thinks they're not the same thing.
I
It's the
just
same
don't
thing.
know.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Exactly.
me.
So,
Yeah.
but you're disagreeing with me, but you agree with me.
I just
That's
like,
not my whole point.
I just miss disagreeing with you.
I think posting what I'm wearing today, I should be. This is a sneaker podcast. Should be. You should be. You sent me a picture of you wearing Weatherspoons. I was like, what's happening? Is this really George sending like? Because we don't do that.
Yeah.
I should. I wore so many sneakers this past weekend. I should. Bam, real quick. Who cares? Like I don't got the time to edit and make it shiny and look good.
Yeah.
But I should. I just think of you all the time. I'm like, why the heck? Ryan wears something every single day.
Yeah.
Like, but right now he's wearing these. He's not. Now he might because I say it now.
JTH.
He had no plans on posting
Tinkers.
what he wore today, like at all.
I think some of it though that you guys don't see is like, and I don't think you would like this. Let me be clear, but most of the people. So when I will post something, I will get a certain number of people that will reach out to me and say, "So what's the shoe? Where'd it come from? What's
Oh, I
the
love that.
backstory?" And I love talking about.
Oh yeah, I love that.
And so that's what drives me to enjoy taking them and like doing long captions because I love to talk about it. It's my hobby.
Yeah.
It is nothing more than a hobby. It is my hobby, and I love talking about it.
absolutely love the discussions, the back and
Yeah.
forth, and things like that. But like I said, people take a lot of stuff that we say way too literal or way too serious. Like they think we hate everything. I'm like, I wouldn't have over
I gotta
300
get
pair
you
of
on my
sneakers.
stance. I'm pro everything. I gotta get you on pro everybody.
I wouldn't have 300 plus sneakers if I hated everything.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make
Right.
any sense. Like just because I hate what's coming out this, I thought the 12 that came out this weekend, fire. I
Those
love
navy
those.
and white
Internationals?
ones.
Them joints are
Yep,
clean.
those are the best 12s I've seen in a while.
And then it angers me with sneakerheads. I'm like, but y'all lost y'all minds over 12 OVOs, and you think,
Fire.
and you left these on the shelves.
12 of those are
You
fire.
think 12 OVOs are better than these ones? Tell the truth. No, not even
No
close.
chance. Yeah. No chance.
Not even close.
Yeah.
And that's why I get so frustrated with the sneaker community. I'm like, what? I don't know
Drake
what
wore
you
'em.
guys
Yeah.
want. Like, what
Yeah.
do you? That's what it is. What do you want from everybody? I don't know. It's just everything we touched on. Everything we miss. Anything you want to say? Anything? Anybody?
Any final thoughts?
So a couple final thoughts. One is now I've been on the show. Great group of guys. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Of course, anytime.
I've really enjoyed this.
Anybody come to the state of Arizona?
Yeah.
Come through. I don't care.
And if they're going to have me on, they're clearly open. So I appreciate it, man.
Anybody's welcome on here.
Appreciate it. No, it's been fun. It's been fun.
I was, like I said, I appreciate you coming through.
Yeah.
People that come to Arizona, you come here for just less than 24 hours, and you're
Yeah.
like, gotta come up. That's dope. Like, that's cool. And we've had a few people fly in and be on the show and stuff like that, and that's always much appreciated. Like I said, there's things that take place. Glad Ryan's here today, and like, that's cool. Like, people always ask me, why are you having the podcast? Well, I would never say anything like that. Like I said, I appreciate 100%. Ryan could come back tomorrow. It wouldn't bother. It wouldn't make a difference. It's just more of the fact of like when you doing something that is really good, there's not a single person that's going to tell me that this podcast is not good. Like, you'd be a fool to say that. It may not be like this one. It may not be like that one. But we keep the same energy every single time we talk about stuff and have way more out there opinions than everybody out there and say a lot of things that other people wouldn't. I appreciate you listening to us because I see a lot of stuff that you post. Like, you listen to a wide spectrum of stuff, all right? You listen to Hype Beast Radio. That definitely ain't like us. I've tried to listen to Hype Beast Radio. I like it because it's conversation.
Jeff Staples, I love it.
But it's not...
True to Size, Sneaker Podcast. I listen to them all. Yeah.
And
So where does the Sneak This rank in your
Yeah, they're out there.
echelon of podcasts?
And
I don't even want to know.
if you haven't noticed, I ain't ranking nobody. But what I would say is I've listened to the Sneak This podcast every week since I started listening. And I think it's an important listen for everybody. Like,
And that's all I appreciate.
yeah.
That's why cats would be like, this. And I'm like, as long as you subscribe and check us out
So,
when you can, I don't
Here's what I'd say too, though, and I mean this. Like, so if you're really into sneakers, and I'm really into sneakers, every Thursday I listen to Sneak This. Right? On Saturdays, I listen to the Canadian guys. There's 2 Canadian podcasts that go on Saturday. Listen to those guys. Sundays, listen to Jeff Staple. Mondays, I do the Midsole guys. I do all...
Why you look like that when you said that?
because I know you guys have had stuff. I don't care.
I liked him.
To be completely honest with you and everybody out there, I don't even know when any of those other shows are on.
Yeah.
Because he'll tell
Well, it's called the Monday Missile. You should
He'll
know
tell
it's
you.
on Monday.
He'll tell you I don't even listen to this
I do
show,
Soul
so-
Searching.
You don't listen to any shows.
You're right.
I do the guys in San Francisco.
Heat
Heat
Hoarders.
Hoarders. I like sneakers, so I like to hear about it all.
Right.
So, I think everybody should listen. It's my
I
view.
appreciate it. Like I said, I don't take this, like, there's moments where I take it extremely serious, and there's times I just don't. Like, my only goal is just to come back here the next week. That's
To have
literally
fun.
it.
To have a feud over sneakers is definitely dumb. That's my lone comment for the day. Nobody should feud over sneakers. It's not that serious.
Like I said, I've gotten into it literally with every single person. Like, I have no idea who likes me and who doesn't. But it doesn't matter because it's not real. It's not a real place.
Ultimately,
sneakers.
I don't think any beefs will line up over time because everybody's into the same stuff. So
Yes.
My goal is to make sure I'm better than them every single Wednesday.
I respect that.
I have an insatiable. Like, this month we're only doing 2 episodes because I'm just incredibly busy. Like, I'm busy. It's not even crazy. He doesn't care.
I'm only doing one. Yeah, I hear it.
So, anyways, I have nothing else. I appreciate Ryan Swanger. Appreciate Ryan Sample. Appreciate George Martin. Did you want to say something about Mac? Because you didn't say nothing about Khalil Mack being traded to the Raiders.
Yeah, you
I'll
got to talk.
say it tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
I thought we were recording.
Oh,
the
not
regular
recording
show.
tomorrow.
Oh, all right, good. I didn't want to record anyway, so
I didn't know why
Fuck you, John Gruden.
yeah, I hate him. Arguing with
it?
someone on Twitter right now while we're sitting here about it.
He just looks angry as fuck.
See, why would you waste your time on them when
So-
you literally have a platform to say
All right,
something?
You said we had to
George, I
leave
got
at
a
7,
question.
so I thought it was over.
You have time. You got a couple
I got a
minutes.
question for you
Not
on
enough
that.
time for that.
Do you feel like the Raiders chose David Carr and other contracts over Khalil Mack, which is not a good idea?
Oh
but
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can't. So if you do what they did,
Yep.
Derek Carr has to be a superstar
Yep.
because they paid him the money. So like on Twitter right now, somebody was saying like Gruden's getting rid of Carr next year. Then why did you trade
Yeah.
the best defensive player in the league
Yeah.
if you knew you're only going to pay Carr one more season? What's the point? That makes Gruden look even worse.
They were teed up
Unless
to
you
do,
think you're trading Carr and you're going to get something for him, which
Yeah.
based on last night's performance, what are you going to get? A 5th rounder? I mean,
Yep.
It's not like you're getting what you got for Mac. Why'd you trade him?
They were teed up to do what Jacksonville did, right? Where they get a great defense, trade Carr, get some defensive guys, and then have a great defense and a rookie quarterback, and they skipped it.
And you get Tyrod Taylor?
It's nonsense. No, they need to use one of the. They should have kept Mac, and then they use your first round pick next year to get a quarterback if you really are done with Carr, and then you have your superstar making $22 million, and you have a rookie quarterback on his rookie contract.
Tell you what, bro.
That's how
you do
Philly is doing it.
Yep.
They just won a Super Bowl. That's how the Rams are doing it. Everyone's picking the Rams to win the Super Bowl this year.
Jacksonville AFC Championship.
All the teams with the most expensive defensive player have a quarterback on his rookie deal.
Yep.
Period. End of story.
Cowboys,
Next time I come-
Gruden is not a fucking super genius that everyone's making him out to be.
Next time I come, I'll bring you a Browns hat. You can join. You can join the.
I mean, I'd like to see the
bandwagon.
Browns win. I'm not going to be a Browns fan. There's a difference.
You could be a fan.
Of course, everyone likes to see the Browns win because it's funny when they win and funny when they
Hannah's
lose.
family also lives there, and I've been there a bunch of
Oh, yeah,
times.
that's right.
and
You're a
we're going
Browns
in
fan.
2 weeks.
You're a Browns fan.
I ain't a Browns
You're.
fan.
I'll be a fan.
You could be a fan. We'll
I'm
let
not a
you.
Browns fan.
Anyways,
I just-
that was a pretty week.
But if you want to trade Myles Garrett and
No,
Denzel
don't do
Ward to the
that.
Raiders, by all means.
That's a word.
Yep.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was pretty disappointing. Your rant about that. Consider how angry you've been and how much arguing you have done
Waited
on
until the
Twitter.
very end to ask me about it, so you could ask me about it first.
Look, we're all talking. You got a mic. So, anyways.
Next
All right.
episode.
Well, guess that's a sneak diss.
That was an yes.